It's BD Investing, and today we'll be looking into the portfolio, which has grown to $95,000 and generating me about $336 in dividends a month according to Blossom. You can see what my holdings are, link in the description. But before we look into my portfolio, let's talk about what's going on in the markets. Things are getting exciting with the S&P 500 rallying almost 20% and the Nasdaq up 44%. We are shy of just under 3% from making new all-time highs. Just last week, the Dow Jones had its longest win streak in 36 years. We're talking about 13 straight green days. Hey, weren't we supposed to be going into a recession? Well, according to the US Fed, Jerome Powell says Fed staff is no longer forecasting a recession. This is most likely due to the huge decline in inflation, falling from a peak of 9.1% last year to now 3%, and we're getting close to that Fed's target of only 2%. However, we are seeing interest rates at its highest level ever in more than 22 years. Just last week, the Feds rose the rate to 5.5% to battle high inflation. But since inflation is declining, just how much longer does the Fed plan on raising rates or keeping higher rates for longer? I'm afraid if the Feds keep raising the rates, we could be in danger of deflation. In Canada, we are dealing with the same issue with our inflation rate at 2.8% and our interest rate at 5%. The Bank of Canada has been doing a great job dealing with inflation, but the same question is asked about how much longer do they intend on raising rates or keeping the rates higher for longer. In my opinion, we most likely see a rate cut sometime next year as long as inflation remains below 3%. Let's not forget, interest rates and inflation is a lagging indicator and it takes time for the date to reflect the change. Anyways, let's look at my portfolio. Here we are at $95,000 and we have 3 accounts in this portfolio. So I got my non-registered, which is my growth, and also my trading portfolio where I do my option calls. And then we have our TFSA, which is all just dividend stocks. So this is just dividend stocks. And then we have my crypto portfolio with my crypto assets. So today we are going to go through all 3 of these and we'll just make it quick, alright? So let's look at my non-registered. And it's been doing 15% all time. And in this account we have stocks like Airbnb and its return was 36%. We have Amazon with 20%. Baba, it just went green, it just touched $100, so that is 3%. We have ChargePoint, that's not doing very well, it's down 18%. And this was a Google call I played this week, just on Thursday or Friday. I sold about 5 of them. They were 30% in the money and now they're back to negative. However, it does expire next Friday, so this is something in trading we call a runner, so we're just hoping this does like a 40%, 50%. If you guys are interested in options trading, I have a Discord group chat with an amazing community of 200 plus members where you can learn how to do options, and we also talk about long-term investing. It's just on my website, bdinvesting.org. I have 3 types of plans you can choose from, so make sure you guys go check that out. Next, we got Google, and it's the CAD hedge version. We are sitting at 39% return. We have Open Door Technologies. This is one of the speculative stocks, and that is doing very good at 16%. We also have PayPal doing 12%. SOFI, one of my good winners, 30% return. Square at 17%. We have Taiwan Semiconductor. Unfortunately, I sold many of these stocks. I wish I held. However, I will be buying the stock again. It's returned 15%. We got VFV, of course, the ETF. It's returned 6%. Then we have Visa, which I just recently bought, down 1%. I'm not too upset. And then we got VSP, which is a CAD hedge version of the S&P 500, and that is returning me about 13.94%. So in this portfolio, it's, as you can see, it's majority just growth stocks, and then sometimes we do our little option calls, and sometimes we do swing trades on this account as well. And it's done 15%, and S&P has done 19%. So we are trying to chase the S&P, if you would say, and I'm hoping we get there this year. So let's see. Now we're gonna go into my dividend portfolio. Nothing interesting here other than the fact that it is, just full of dividend stocks. Majority of them are Canadian stocks. It also holds some positions of Airbnb, and that has returned 38%. We also got Brookfield, we got Canadian Bancorp dividend stock, BMO, Bank of Nova Scotia, some charge point over here. It's 50% down in this account, not doing so good. However, I will be holding. I like this company. We got Canadian Natural Resources giving me 8%, DFN down 17% with the recent sell-off. And then we got Diversified Royalty Corporation, Enbridge, more Google stock here, Hydro One, HQU. This is ×2 of the Nasdaq. NPI, Pizza, QQC, which is the Nasdaq ETF. We got RNW, TransAlta Renewables, Smart Centers, TELUS, TD, and YTSL, which is the Tesla yield dividend stock, which is returning me 24%. So a lot of Canadian stocks, Canadian market has actually gone down, and I see that because a lot of people are selling off their Canadian stocks going to US tech. However, I will be holding these. These are all just very long-term dividend stock positions, and if I need to, I can always buy more. The account is maxed out, so I'm relying on dividends to just buy up whatever dips I can get. But I'm not too worried because Canadian stocks, you don't have to worry too much about these positions. Now let's look at the crypto portfolio. So the crypto portfolio has been doing good, but I'd say it could do better. At one point I was up at 30%, but crypto hasn't been performing well. In this portfolio I hold Bitcoin, I hold a little bit of Dodge, and I hold a lot of Ethereum. And right now they're down. So how is my account up 10%? That is because I've been trading crypto on this account. I don't like to hold crypto for long term, but right now the price looks attractive for Bitcoin. So I am holding these positions long, and I will be adding more as I can buy more dips, and I'm hoping Bitcoin dips more, and I'll definitely buy more. But yeah, 11%, not too bad. Finally, we'll be looking at our dividends from the portfolio. Monthly dividend over here shows me $310 per month, and from DFN is our highest payer with $706 in dividends. Then SRU at $560, Enbridge at $310, Pizza at $278, Tesla YTSL at $270, BK at $213, RNW at $212, and so on and so on. Our largest dividend sector is the financials, then REITs, then utilities, and then energy, and then consumer cyclical. I guess this is Tesla. And we can see right here it shows dividends by sector, financials. Now we have a dividend tracker that's been tracking our dividends since 2020. As you can see, there's been a lot of growth in the dividends, and just from looking at 2023, we can see we go from 216, little bump here, 244, 284, 211, and then 292. From last year, from June, from 2020, we go from 93 to 137 to 175 to 292. So a lot of dividend growth, guys. And that's it from my portfolio. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see where the portfolio is at next month.